Welcome back all. Tomorrow morning, 6 a.m, I'm heading off finally for a 1,600-mile motorcycle road trip up to Scotland to do the west side of the North Coast 500. So today is preparing the Bonneville for that trip. And the oil filter should arrive from the postman. I'm hoping any minute now, so I've got half an eye on the door behind me. Wait for the postman to get the oil filter to me, change the oil, adjust the chain, just make sure everything's set for a proper road trip. I also want to add one more thing, because when I bought the Jeep about a month and a half ago now, I was Googling the best way to look after your pride and joy, and there was one company that kept popping up, British company, called Laneguard. This is a naturally derived product that completely protects your vehicle from rust. So I went out and I bought the rust protection kit for a car, which is this tub and this adapter. And you also get a thick tub as well of rust protection if you want to apply some with a paintbrush. But in essence, that's pretty much all I used. I was so impressed with this that I got in touch with Laneguard and I said, What is this witchcraft? How have you managed to, with your products, turn the bottom of my Jeep, which looks a bit rusty, and I'll put pictures up here because even in the YouTube video, you could see the rust underneath the Jeep. So I immediately put this Laneguard underneath, drove the Jeep onto a curb, got underneath it, sprayed everywhere with this spray adapter. 35 minutes it took, incredibly easy, very satisfying. Left it for a few days and I could not believe the results at the end of it. It's such a huge visible improvement. You can no longer visibly see the rust like you could before. So I said to Laneguard, why don't we do a collaboration? I'm that impressed with your products. And they kindly agreed and they said, even better, we now have a set for motorbikes as well. Motorbike set, you get that, which is the spray bucket or the spray bottle. You also get that for the hand adapter with a paintbrush if you want to, and you get a smaller spray. So it's the same as the car, but just much smaller. So I'm going to make sure I do that today. Before I do it, I'll fully clean the bike, then spray that. That will 100% protect it from rust. Before I head off and buy oil from Halfords, take a look at this bit under the Jeep. And if you just compare it, I'll put it on this side, to how the Jeep looked when I get it. I cannot believe the difference. This was the exact arch that was shown in that arrival video, and you can see now it's all been fully Laneguarded, and you can just see the metal now. It almost looks like it's been conditioned. Everything here was rusty, all of this metal, and here. And you can see the difference. Just trying to get the best light angle so you can see. The difference is phenomenal. All under there. That was all very visible rust. And now it just looks superb. And to show you everything I use for the Laneguard setup, this is it for the car. So you get the big tub, smaller tub for a paintbrush, and this long tube here that you attach and you simply spray with that. And for the motorcycle, much smaller tub, and another smaller tub with that attachment. I bought these glasses because when you're going underneath, you don't want any excess spray going onto your face. So I bought that from B&Q, and then I just put this underneath the vehicle to make sure that the spray doesn't drop too much onto the ground. And that really is all you need. So I'm over the moon. I'll show you how to apply that, but there's no time to waste at all. I have to get to work, make sure the Bonneville is set for a road trip. This is excellent timing. Just as the weather has taken a massive turn, the temperature's dropping, it's grey, lots of rain, feels really autumnal all of a sudden, literally within the space of the past 4 days. And we are heading hundreds of miles up north tomorrow to Scotland. So if the weather's bad here in England, in the southeast, it's going to be an experience up in Scotland. Right, it's 12 on the dot, and I need to wash the bike, adjust and lube the chain, Lanagard protection on everything with my adapter, and of course, change the oil. Castrol oil with... I bought this from Halfords because the postman didn't come and I can't risk him not arriving in time. So Champion oil filter and a standard box to put the old oil in. All of these 3 things, that was quite good. £45 from Halfords. 12 o'clock on the dot. This has got to be done within an hour. I don't like hanging about with this stuff, so I'm going to get this out as quickly as possible. I've just realised, I hope this actually fits under the bike. So lucky. Bugger. I forgot there's a sump guard on the front now, and I think that will be covering where I need to get to the sump plug, so I have to take these off. The nice thing about owning one specific bike for so long, I think I got this on 12,000 miles and it's now on 46,000. So 34,000 miles I've done with it. What that allows is for a level of knowledge that you just pick up with all of the services, all of the oil changes that you do, so you know every part of it within reason. I.e., for me, with my limited experience, I can do all of the basic servicing with no manual, so oil filters and stuff like that. Please, no nasty comments about my mechanical skills now. Obviously, it's only the basics I can do, but I can do the basics. Ah! This used to be one of my least favourite things to do. Clean, oil and adjust the chain. But since I've got center stand. It makes such a difference. All I do now, spray chain cleaner for about 10 seconds in that bit of the chain while rubbing it round or rolling it round, and then just hold this here. Keep the cloth there and give it about 20 rotations. And an immaculate chain, and then to lube. Done. And the final step, lana guarding. I'll just do this in exactly the same way as I did the Jeep. You can spray it everywhere. It doesn't damage paint, so you can spray it there. You can spray on rubbers, electrics. The only thing you shouldn't spray on are brakes and tires, of course, but just spray in all of those difficult to get to areas, and you will have pretty much 100% rust protection. Do it on an annual basis, is what LanaGuard recommend. And regardless of condition, car or bike, your vehicle's protected. If you click on the link in the written description below, I can't remember exactly, I think it's a £5 discount you'll get. So I'll do that as a pinned comment and link in the written description. I knew that Jeep was going to be getting valeted. If I leave you alone, that Jeep has more money spent on it than I do now. Monica, you don't know this. I'm heading off after this, not home. I'm going to do something I swore I'd never do. I'm off to buy a tent.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because basically I'll fill you in with everything tomorrow when I start the trip with Danny, because we'll go through everything, but basically it was difficult finding a place. So we're having a backup of buying a tent. So I'm doing something I swore I would never, ever do again. I don't want to waste too much money. I'm going to try and buy the cheapest one possible. Monica, if I could just capture your face now, you look disgusted and amazed at me. The prices are quite shocking in Scotland. Yeah, they are actually, and really hard to find properties in some places. So I'm going to get a tent to back up. Yeah, I think I'm going to set myself a decently strict budget, or if it's not a strict budget, just buy something as easy as possible. I'm not going to be going like we did last time with these. We got overexcited last time, flamboyant, gigantic tents with a stove, a mini fridge, things like that. No, basic tent. It's simple budget camping for someone who doesn't know if they enjoy camping, basically.
Shall I follow you in the Jeep as a support?
Yes, yeah. Well, in case I buy something massive, yes, please. Oh, bugger. Caught out in the rain with no choice but to just get going, and no waterproofs at all. Didn't expect that. This is bar helmet, boots and tent, everything that I'm going to take for the 4-day trip. I'll show you it all on the bike tomorrow because I'll show both mine and Danny's bikes side by side so you can see the actual setup. Jacket, that's Triumph Heritage jacket from their new collection. That is a lifestyle jacket, but it's wax cotton, so it should be fairly water resistant. Underneath it, Botex armour, AAA rated, highest rating. Tent that I never used on my Lawrence of Arabia trip. That's a basic one. I'm sure that's about £30. And individually, that's probably the thing that takes up the most amount of space. Tank bag for phone, keys, things like that.
I like that.
It's nice, isn't it? That is from Gold Top. Beautiful quality. Lovely interior. And it just attaches with a magnet. And it's really strong. Hood jeans, K7. The looser fit jeans. Very heavy duty, hard wearing. They'll be perfect for this. Libertatia tool roll. You'll see this attached to the front of the bike with my basic tools in there. I just carry enough so I can take the tank off the bike and do the basics. Got that little zip section there. Gloves, the standard ones I always wear. Throttle snake, by the way, my favourites. Waterproofs, bottoms and top. I'm going to take this as my top for waterproofs instead of my wax cotton over waterproof jacket because that takes up less space and these make more sense so no water gets in under my sleeves. So top and bottoms for waterproofs. I may need this. Waterproof bag. This is from XLMOTO. That I'll attach to my rear rack just for anything that absolutely cannot. Yeah, actually that will fit. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put the tent in there. Yeah. I'm so happy with this. When I was looking just now for a tent and a mattress, I was umming and ahhing. I couldn't decide if I should go for the quickest tent and the quickest mattress to set up or go for the smallest. And I thought simplicity is better. Go for the smallest stuff. So that is an inflatable mattress. It's tiny. Couldn't believe how small that was. I think that was £40. Sponge bag. Simple laptop case. And finally, thermals. Really heavy duty thermals. Again, from Decathlon. I think it's about £20 each. But these... No, this is Decathlon. I went for... No, sorry, that's Uniqlo. You're absolutely right. This is from Uniqlo, top and bottom. Really, really warm thermals. Actually borderline unpleasantly warm if it's even about 18 degrees. But if it drops, there's nothing better. Hat, because it's Scotland. Neck warmer and waterproof overgloves in case, again, it's torrential rain. With my 2 panniers there, everything done. I'm good to go. So I'll give the bike quickly a final once over now just to make sure everything's tight that I loosened, and I'm ready to head off. Check with Danny, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Remember, you can click on a link in the written description below for Lanagard, and I think that will get you a £5 discount if my memory serves me correctly. And Lanagard can be used cars, motorbikes, but also loads of other stuff if you've got some spare left over, such as lawnmowers and other things that can rust. So there are loads of good uses for it. Go and check them out if you're interested. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and I will see you all very, very bright and early tomorrow morning.